Hey guys, the architect here, and welcome to another video. So today I'm gonna talk about something that is highly speculative. Alright, but I do have strong reasons to believe that Zhongli is actually Rex Lapis. And we're gonna talk about that today, and I'm gonna show you reasons why I believe this, and I have strong reasons to believe so. Now, just a quick note that at the moment of doing this video, the patch 1.1 hasn't come out yet. So we're gonna find out in a couple of days, but I'm 99% sure about this, and I'm gonna tell you the reasons why. So without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Just a quick warning before we move on that this video is gonna contain some spoilers. So if you haven't finished the Leeway quest line, you have been warned that this video is going to contain spoilers. All right. So if we move on, when we meet Zhongli, the first time we see him, Clyde says, "Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhongli, consultant to an organization known as the Wang Sen, and a trusted associate of the Fatui." All right. So we have this guy that comes out of nowhere, and we meet him right after the death, quote-unquote death, of Rex Lapis. Alright, so we meet this guy right after that. Now, if you remember the Mondstadt quest line, you will remember that Venti is the animal archon, and he is living as a bard in the city because he doesn't want people to know that he is the animal archon. So we already know that there is a god in the story that is living amongst humans, not wanting people to realize that, because he wants them to be free and to do things alone. Alright, so it is hinted in the story that Rex Lapis comes once per year to Leeway, and he tells people what to do and what are going to be the market trends and advises people. But this year, apparently he comes and he's dead. Alright, and right after that we meet this guy, which is supposed to be the owner of a funeral house. All right, so and then we help him to do the preparations for the Rex Lapis funeral. All right, so I believe this guy is Rex Lapis for several reasons. Now, let's move on to the next thing. In one of his quotes, he says, "If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound to Mora." Now, if you actually, this guy has actually become a living meme, just like Mona. Like a lot of people say that this guy and Mona are the poorest characters in the game because they have no money. Now, if you actually analyze what this guy is saying, he's actually saying something that a lot of people, very wealthy people in real life, say. A lot of wealthy people say that when you do a business, you shouldn't only consider money, you should consider the market trend, you should only do things that you love, otherwise your business is gonna fail, etc. So there is a lot of wealthy people in real life saying very similar things. When you do a business, you don't only consider money. Now, of course, money is a factor, but it's not only that. So it is also hinted that Rex Lapis is pretty much like an oracle, so he advises people based on market trends. He's the god of contracts, and he knows like pretty much the market trends and how everything is going to behave, so he advises people once per year. Now, when we do the questline with this guy, even Paimon praises him because he is very knowledgeable of everything in general. Pretty much he knows about mining, he knows about herbalism, he knows about pretty much everything, even cuisine. So this guy is very well informed about everything, and actually, man, like honestly, there is no other reason why the owner of a funeral house would be so well informed about even mining, things concerned to mining. All right, so this guy knows about pretty much everything. All right, so that is another reason. So we meet this guy right after the death of, quote unquote, death of Rex Lapis. There is another god in another city that is already doing something similar, which is what I will believe. I believe this guy is he just took the same decision as Venti, and he just wants the people of Leeway to be free and not bound to his rule. He just wants to continue living there, but without people realizing that he is the the archon of that city. Now, if we go to the game and you actually leveled up Kashing, you're gonna realize something. So I got Kashing at friendship level 7. We go to her profile. It is hinted that she is a skeptic. So she doesn't really like she doesn't like the unilateral approach of Rex Lapis to the decision making, and she actually wants humans to be free and decide their own paths. So if you actually read her full story, you will realize that. So she's a skeptic, and she actually believes that humans should be able to decide for their own. Now, if you saw the trailer for 1.1, you would see that she's actually in the trailer. So we're definitely gonna see her being a part of the stories, where we're probably gonna interact with her. She's gonna play a role in the upcoming update. Now, if we go to the voiceovers, listen to what she says about Zhongli.
The gentleman from the Wangsheng funeral parlor? Clearly he's an extremely learned individual, and I do have a lot of respect for him. But his mindset is too traditional for me. He thinks in the same tired old terms as Rex Lapis did. If he were more of an original thinker, I'm sure he'd be a great asset to me in reaching my objectives.
So he thinks in the same way as Rex Lapis did. Okay, so we have this guy. He is literally he's gonna be from the Geo element. If you saw the trailer, you noticed that he even has the power to summon a giant meteorite and a giant meteor and crush his enemies. Alright, so it totally sounds like the Anemo Archon. I mean, do you really think that an ordinary human being would be able to summon a giant meteor and crush his enemies? I don't think so. Even if he's a 5-star. So we have this guy. He has the same mindset as Rex Lapis. He is he's knowledgeable about the market trends as Rex Lapis. We see him in the story as soon as Rex Lapis is supposed to be dead. And we have another Archon in the previous CD who is pretty much doing something very similar. And he doesn't want to be known as a god. He just wants to live amongst humans as an ordinary person. So yeah, guys, that's why I believe Zhongli is definitely going to be Rex Lapis in the next episode. And it wouldn't surprise me if we see the same trend with other gods, except the only exception would probably be the Cryo Archon, because she's supposed to be more of a militaristic dictator that wants to conquer the world, apparently, based on the Fatui lore. But yeah, guys, I want to see your comments. Feel free to comment in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on this. And again, this is purely speculation, but I'm 99% sure that Zhongli is going to be the Geo Archon. He is Rex Lapis. I'm pretty much certain of that. We're going to find out in a couple of days when the update comes out. And yeah, feel free to let me know your comments in the comment section below. If you like these videos, feel free to subscribe. I do videos pretty often about Genshin Impact. And also, you can join us on Discord. The link is going to be in the description. Until next time.